Hey YouTubers and One Piece manga fans, this is Kurohino. Sorry I didn't make a video last time. There were technical difficulties and I got to the manga chapter super late. But yeah, I just read One Piece manga chapter 759 and let's see, it starts off with Jinbei saving that ship they saw last chapter. I think he's a lot closer to Sanji and Big Mom's crew's location. Not sure how close, but he's getting there. Um, and then we have Cavendish, Robin, and Bartolomeo still fighting these toy soldiers, or at least the fight is coming to the conclusion point. The toy soldiers starting to fall apart, and it turns out the toy soldiers were none other than, like, each toy soldier themselves were composed of 8 more of Doflamingo's own crew, turning the toy parts for the toy soldiers. And I guess it was by Sugar's ability, and Gladius like he got knocked out again, and then all the soldiers like was talking about how they was glad to be turned back into humans again. That they thought they was gonna stay that way forever, and Gladius reassured them, "Oh, we're gonna turn you back into human beings." After the whole fight and the war was, and this whole fight was over and all of that, but mentally he even forgot they were there. So I'm like, it was a lie in itself. He really was going to be content leaving them to be toys. Um, um, Let me see what else is going on. But then we have Luffy and Law, Bellamy, Doflamingo, and Trouble. And the thing about the whole thing is Trouble's basically sitting back. Doflamingo has his foot on Bellamy's body, which is face down. Um, then Doflamingo was talking about how it was funny how Luffy and Bellamy were enemies before, and how he's trying to support Bellamy now. And then Doflamingo was talking about how Bellamy was wagging his tail for him, and how he knows how failure, he tells Bellamy, this is how I handle failure. And he was telling Bellamy that he was basically talking down about Bellamy, how Bellamy's trash, how it doesn't matter what he does, he'll never change anything. And Luffy's having all these flashbacks about how Bellamy was looking up to Doflamingo, and then Doflamingo lifts up Bellamy's head, and Bellamy's like, "Please kill me," and I'm just like, "Dang, that's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up." Yeah, Bellamy did a lot of trash talking to Luffy in the beginning of the whole One Piece anime, but I think that made up for it when you had to kill your crewmate, kill like your second in command, or something like that, when you're forced to fight each other, and when you don't even have a crew anymore. I think it kind of makes up for that. You kind of already redeemed yourself karma wise, and then Bellamy's like, now he's like a good person. He's like more humble. I'm like, it's sad that he has to like kind of get treated like this, like Doflamingo. And the thing is, Luffy got so furious he was gonna do like a jet pistol stamp or jet stamp. And the thing is, Doflamingo just simply moved Bellamy's head in the way, and Luffy hit Bellamy. And I gotta admit, Trouble was right. Luffy is an idiot. He ends up hitting Bellamy in the face, and Bellamy's already near death. And so Law is telling Luffy to calm it down. This is Doflamingo's key point, that he's good at goading people into fighting him, and that's what he wants you to do, and he'll attack whenever he gets the chance. And then Doflamingo's talking about how he was pissed off at them. Luffy was talking about how he can't stand Doflamingo. Doflamingo was talking about how he can't stand them. How they freed all the toys. How they come into his country wanting to take his head. How they're causing all this trouble. And he said it was almost that he's feeling the same type of anger, and he's laughing. And he said he's gonna laugh it out. He's gonna laugh it out. And he's talking about it's the same type of despair he felt 13 years ago. And that's the thing that's killing me with Doflamingo here. They're not really going into any detail about Doflamingo's past. He's mentioning it, but he's not really talking about it. He's not. They're not even doing flashbacks about it. But then again, it's a fight, and I think I really can't even care about the fight. But I really can't care about the flashback right now. I'm curious as to why did he kill his brother? Why did he kill his father? How did his mom die? I'm curious about his past, but the fight is happening now, and I have to see the fight. But let's see what happened. Luffy goes berserk, tries to attack Doflamingo again. They think he uses, I think Bellamy uses what he calls, I think Black Wing or something. It was some black move, but it turns out it's that clone double move of his, and then it starts attacking Law, and then Luffy tries to use Red Hawk against Doflamingo, but then it turns out Doflamingo uses Bellamy's body and starts controlling Bellamy to attack Luffy, and Law is like the only way to stop him is to knock him out. And Doflamingo already knows that Bellamy's near dead, so if Luffy knocks him out, he's gonna kill him. So Luffy's in a tough position. Luffy somehow manages to speed beast somewhere and uses Red Hawk. Law is like, no. Law uses Room. Law teleports into Doflamingo's seat. And what I see in like the last panel, Doflamingo gets hit by Red Hawk and he starts coughing up blood. The blood comes out of his mouth. Now, I see this in two ways. We're not sure. Now, I'm not even, theoretically speaking, we're not sure if Luffy hit the actual Doflamingo or the fake Doflamingo. Because, I mean, come on, we saw this before. Kairos, come on. Kairos beheaded Doflamingo. We thought it was Doflamingo, turns out it was fake. Abdullah and Jeep, they behead Doflamingo, and they behead Doflamingo. When they do it, not behead him, but they kind of cut him and slice him in half at the middle. And when they do it, it's a fake. So I'm just thinking maybe Luffy's still Red Hawking the fake Doflamingo. Then again, this is Law's room, so Law switched places with Doflamingo. Doflamingo was in his chair, and Doflamingo somehow managed to get switched where Law was. So unless Doflamingo is faster than Law's room, and it turns out that was actually a clone sitting in the chair as well, which would literally just show how much planning Doflamingo has here. But I don't think that's the case. Doflamingo seemingly got hit with Red Hawk. Whether that's enough to really cripple him in this fight, I don't think so. I think it's one of those starting blows in the fight where you have one character gets hit, not strong enough to injure him, not even strong enough to hurt him, but strong enough to really get him to take the battle seriously. Like when Doflamingo punched Luffy with a hockey enhanced fist. Some blood spewed from Luffy's face, but it wasn't enough to literally put Luffy down for good. It wasn't enough to actually call it the end of the fight. But Kudoino out. I want to hear your opinions. Like, comment, rate, subscribe, share to your friends. Bye.